Yo, what's good? It's your man Zobeone Kenobi of Nomad Hoops, man. Right now, I'm with Ethan Austin and Black Jesus, bro. They both coming out of Massachusetts slash Rhode Island,
Thank you.
half and half. But I let them get to it themselves, man. Yo, Ethan, man, drop us a little bit about you, man.
Man, I like you said, I'm half and half Rhode Island, half Massachusetts. I've been doing this content thing for about a little over a year now. Man, I love it. At first, it started as like really a tool, recording myself, trying to just get better and see where I can improve. I ended up putting a video up one day. It did well. My friends liked it, and we kind of just kept it going and had a little traction. And a year or so later, here we are. I've met a ton of cool people, and I get to do what I love. It's more than just a hobby now. I get to go places, experience different, culture with basketball. And for me, I still love to play in my old age. But just getting to experience and meet new people for sure is like what it's all about for me.
All right, that's dope. That's dope, man. And then, of course, we got Black Jesus here,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
man. Drop it on us, man. Tell us a little bit about you.
I'm straight from Boston, Dorchester. You know what I'm saying? That's where I grew up at. Um, been playing ball since I was 5 years old. Something I love to do on a regular. Something I do naturally. You know what I'm saying? Um, the funny thing is, I started this content creating stuff because of Ethan. Honestly, no
My
bull.
Hey,
So shout out to him. A lot of shout outs to him
know
because
it's love.
hey.
before that I was just regular, just hooping, going to different gyms, just giving out free work for nothing. But now, you know what I'm saying? Now I have a reason to do it. So definitely shout out to E for that. And like he said, I've been doing it for like the same, like a little bit less more time than E. So like probably like a year. Like June was like this a solid year because I had my injury, but I still count it as a solid year. So June was a solid year. I've been doing the content creating as well. So
Okay.
and yeah, I just want like Zoe said, I just want to be legendary in this. That's all.
That's right.
All right. All right. No, that sounds good. And right now, both of you are on the track of becoming legendary. That's no doubt, no doubt whatsoever. Um, Black Jesus, I'm gonna ask the question that everybody want to know: why the name Black Jesus?
um, Two reasons why I got the name Black Jesus and why I came up with it. And it's crazy because a lot of people be like, always talking about how I didn't get the name Black Jesus, how I just came up with it, which I did. And I came up with that name because two reasons. For one, well, I am Muslim, so I don't worship Jesus, but like I said, I use the name for a screen name to grab people's attention. For one, that was the first thing. And then two, I thought about it, and I'm like, the way people viewed Jesus, as in he did a lot and did everything. You know what I'm saying? That's how I viewed myself on the court. I do everything. When I'm in a full game, real game, I do everything. I go for blocks, I go for rebounds, I pass, I score, I play defense. I play 94 feet defense. I'll play from the inbound to the other end of the court. I do it all. So I'm like, all right, I'm Black Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I can do anything.
Okay, share your favorite street ball legend, your street ball legend, and a highlight that made you gravitate towards that legend. Either or, no rush. Or, you know, I could turn around and tell you, you know what I mean? Like one of the street ball legends that I gravitate towards is Silk. Silk from And One. He has such like a really smooth like handle. He does this one like spin move. It's like a double spin move, like drop down type thing. And I could never get that. And that move is dope. I watch him do a baseline like so many times, and it's like it's unstoppable almost. So that's who makes me, you know what I'm saying, like want to kind of do what I do the way I do it. Like the move that I do, the time warp. When I hit the first spin with the behind the back spin move into the Iris and two spin move or whatnot. That's my jam, bro. Yeah. Mad illegal, wild illegal. That's how it's going. Wild illegal.
Not at the parks though.
Let's say not at the parks for real. But
Yeah,
I was about to say I would definitely say I know it might sound cringe or whatever, but I'd say mine's is hot sauce, and it always been hot sauce, of course. Just because, not because he was one of those people that was popping, but I felt like he had fun with it as well. You know what I'm saying? But also not just having fun with it. I felt like he took it serious, but had fun with it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I always liked about him. You know what I'm saying? Like it was this one clip. There was it was somebody describing what they was doing, and he was saying there was a guy like, yeah, I said Professor Hot Sauce. He was up in a hotel room one time. He just kept dribbling, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, that's me. I don't care where I'm at. I'm in a hotel over somebody's head, whatever. That's just me. I just like dribbling the ball. Like whether I go to a game, I go watch a game. I could watch a game. I'm gonna have to dribble. I felt like he was one of those players that just always had a rock in his hand, and that's something that I always did. You know what I'm saying? And it was because of him.
That's cool. That's cool. What about you, E?
So definitely, there's a lot of players that I've taken inspiration from, like growing up. It sounds a little weird to say, but like there was even video games that I took inspiration from. So PlayStation 2, we had NBA Street, and we had what was it, Street Hoops or something like that. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't remember, but bro, when I tell you I put 1,000 hours on both of those games, and that's where a lot of creativity came for me initially, and the interest and spark in streetball. And then, of course, I found my way to and one, right? So we have Hot Sauce, we have Skip to My Lou. Of course, the cliche answer for me would be the Professor. The fact that Professor would always go out there and have a chip on his shoulder, you know, is something that I implemented definitely. Being 5'0" my entire life, you know, I was always short. I was always the shortest guy on my team, the court, you know, so I always had that chip on my shoulder. And that mentality is definitely something I adopted and still carry with me today for sure.
All right. Well, look, let's segue into the FC 21, which is the full court 21, the Bobito Garcia full court 21. This was hosted by Mr. Excuse Me Thompson in Boston, Massachusetts, and it was sponsored by Snipes, right? This is where I got a chance to meet both of you. You know, like I said, I've seen you guys online. I've seen you guys profile, you know, like your videos, all that stuff. But then to see you guys in person, you know, the FC 21 was really cool. And for those who don't know, it's full court 21. The standard 21 game that we all like to play. And in some places, like in DC, they play 33. And in some other places, they play other versions of it or whatnot. But it's a half court game. But this version was extended and taken full court. You make the shot on one end, you go to the line, which is the 3-point line. You shoot your shot. If you make it, you shoot again. If you miss it, the ball is rebounded and then taken down court the opposite direction. If it's stolen in transition, it comes back the other direction. Very tiring game. So what did you guys think of the FC 21?
Man, it was cool. Like, it was a cool experience. Definitely something that I'm not used to doing. I will tell you, man, after one game in that 90-degree sun, I was, you know, able to wring my shirt out. You know, we were dying running up and down the court. Zobe, I know you were. You were in my game, the first game. I think you faked an injury to get out of there. I think that's
no. I thought people would probably think that. It was like, man, this old dude don't want. Nah, man, I definitely pulled my groin, bro. I was tight. But go ahead, it's on you. I didn't fake money. I ain't fake no injury. I was hurt.
I saw you in there at first, and I'm like, oh, here we go. We got this big dude. We got to worry about getting all the rebounds. And then all of a sudden, you come up and you start playing with it, and I'm like, whoa. So you're for people that don't know in person, you are a big dude, a tall dude. Typically, tall dudes don't have handle like that. So you were definitely like something that I prejudged in, you know, your handle, and you came out there and blew my expectations away with, you know, how you were able to handle the ball for sure.
Thank you. That's part of my that's part of my repertoire. You know, like I come out there and I look a certain way. Matter of fact, old buddy that won prior, you know, I'm sitting on the side and I didn't have a shirt. And I just kind of just was chilling, and he was like, "Oh man, you out here?" He's like, "Man, I thought I was the biggest one out here, right?" And I just kind of looked at. I said, "Man, don't worry, you safe. I just want to bop the rock." That's literally what I said. I said, "You safe? I just want to bop the rock, bro." And then he was like, "What does that mean?" And E just explained what that meant. And yeah, man, what you think about it?
No, it was a dope event. Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Snipes, everybody on that. You know what I'm saying? FC Shout out for them for bringing it to Boston. You know what I'm saying? It was a definitely appreciation day. You know what I'm saying? Towards people like you, Mac. You know what I'm saying? AP. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys, like I always say, you guys is older than us. You know what I'm saying? Especially me. You know what I'm saying? I'm 26, so to see you guys still out there, you know what I'm saying? That's something that I look forward to. You know what I'm saying? So just all around, it was just love, something that I've seen that I fell in love with, to see you guys out there. And like E said, as soon as I see you, I'm like,
Hold up.
yo, I'm like, nah, this dude's huge, dude. Like, not no skinny tall dude either. Like, size nice, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. But nah, definitely the handle. I already knew you do your thing, so that's what I was expecting. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing. Everybody did their thing. It was a dope event. I love playing. The funny thing is, I'm used to full court games like that, especially in that weather. But that day specifically was crazy, bro. I never felt anything like that.
I think we dropped 20 pounds just running up and down the court, man.
Nah, for real though, because that day was crazy.
No lie. I've been looking at because I'm older, I have been looking at the scale quite often or whatnot. My metabolism slowed down, and literally when I got back, I literally lost like 3-4 pounds.
Right. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was like it probably hit 95 degrees, like hot, though, like in the sun.
Definitely was. Something. It reminded me of being in Iraq. I went to Iraq as a government contractor many years ago. I don't think I told y'all that, but I went to Iraq as a government contractor many years ago, and I have footage of playing on the military base outside in like these unit tournaments or whatnot, and in like full khaki pants. Sometimes I got shorts, so I'm telling you, it's wild, bro. I've been around, and this is when I was younger too. So
that's crazy.
If it's not too much, I don't need to know what your best move is, but I would like to know what your favorite move is that you perform. That's tough, right? That's tough. That's tough. So I'll give y'all a moment to think, and I'll jump in first. My favorite move that I do, believe it or not, is everything right hand. I never made a video on it. I have made a video. I made a video on it, but everything right hand is a combo setting, right? And I will do an in and out, back to the right hand, a wraparound, which I call a straight jacket. A straight jacket meaning I take it from right hand around my back, snatch it back again. A reverse yo-yo. A reverse yo-yo is so you do an in and out front, right? I do an in and out behind my back, and it comes back out through my legs, back to the right side or what. Now this video, this is documented, so this is just making this up right now.
We're gonna need a tutorial.
Yeah, I love making the tutorials right now, but everything right hand. That's just my thing. It's my setup of being comfortable, because I can come out of any of the moves that I'm doing and go into some other motion. But I guess my second favorite move would be a stiff leg into a reverse stiff leg. Even though when I say reverse stiff leg, it's first stiff leg one way, and then when you immediately perform another one, I call that just reverse, because it's not technically reverse, but I just call it reverse stiff leg. So that's where I'm at with that.
I would say my favorite move, I would say it's not the toughest move, but it's a simple move. I feel like I'm one of the only people that do it. That's why. But it's kind of like a light side step, but you hesitate, and then you just sham guard it. But it's a certain way you do it. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why it's my favorite move is because it creates space. It creates a lot of space for me, and I'm a space creator on the court. So once I create that space, once you create space, you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's my favorite move. It's an easy move you can do anytime. That's because if they're not gonna fall for the hesitation, they're gonna fall for the throw, and you just sham it. That's all. So simple.
I would definitely say you are a space creator. I would say you are a change of speed god. There's so many complimentary things I can say about you, Randy. It's funny because like I'll be sitting here and one of your videos will pop up and I'll be like, what the hell did he just do? And I'll find myself grabbing the ball and dribbling in my apartment and trying to do it by myself, trying to cross my refrigerator or something. Like,
That's dope.
for
That's
me,
dope.
when I think of you, what comes to my mind, there's two moves, right? One is your patented, like, your little hezzy, and then you, like, bop it off somebody's head, you know, off the heezy. But, like, the way you do it is so gentle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not off the disrespect. Like, you do it so gentle, but it comes back so clean every time. And then the second one that I have from you that it just comes to mind is, like, you'll be in a crossover and you'll drop. You know what I mean? I forget who does it. I've seen one other person do it ever. But, like, when I think of you...
Trevor Dunbar, shout out to
Yes,
him.
Dunbar, exactly who it is. When I think of you, that is what I think of.
Man, look, man, we were at lunch after the event was over, and I was talking to Mac and AP, and I was like, bro, yo, that joint that Black keep doing, man. I was like, yo, I watch his videos all the time. I said, I've seen people drop. I was like, I do it. I was like, I drop, but I'm like, yo, he does like it's like a Michael Jackson drop, though. He's on the top of his toes. He's like on the top of his toes, and then change the speed. I'm like, bro, like that's not normal. That's not a normal motion.
My knees hurt watching that, man. Like,
man, yeah, bro. It's like you don't have no, I don't know what it is, man. It's just like your legs made of rubber. It's just like you just it's like you're a cartoon character almost. And you just move, and then you do that. You do that one. At first, when you were talking about doing the push out thing, I thought you do something. It's like
yeah,
that.
I know exactly what you're saying. He does that all the time.
Yeah, and then you be gone, man. But what you're doing is a revolutionary thing. You may not have created it, but you are the one that's doing it. And those who have not seen it will coin you as the creator.
You're carrying the torch. You're carrying the torch.
Yeah, right. And like I said, I think about when Michael Jackson got on them white shoes and he pop up on his toes, and the black shoes, he pop up on his toes, that moonwalker action. I'm like, bro, you need to just go ahead and call that joint Moonwalker, bro. I'm calling it Moonwalker, yo. He hitting cats with that Moonwalker, bro. Like, it's crazy. All right. So you guys have obviously been playing basketball for a very long time. You know, street ball, basketball, school ball. You know, you play different versions, different levels, city leagues, pro-ams. You know, you've all been a part of these things. What type of advice would you have for someone that's watching this right now that's a fan of you or just a fan of the game that inspired to be in the positions that you guys are now?
For sure, I think it all comes down to just believing in yourself. You know, having the confidence that you're able to do, you know, what you want to do. But at the same time, you can't expect to take the easy route and have the success without putting in the work, the 1,000 hours dribbling, whether you're in your house, whether you're in your bed, shooting the ball in place. Like, you can't expect to have that victory without putting in that work for the victory. So just, you know, owning your craft and having the confidence in your abilities because, you know, you've put in that work, you know, just believe in yourself, I think.
Nah, for sure. I definitely would say, going off what E said, definitely confidence. Confidence is key. Confidence is key. That's what a lot of people, especially a lot of young players, they don't have the confidence. Even doing moves, you know what I'm saying? Even when you want to do moves, taking certain shots, you got to have the confidence to take those shots and do those moves. So confidence is key, and consistency is key, and repetition is the father of learning. So as long as you stay consistent and you have that confidence and you repeatedly do the same thing over and over, you're going to get immune to it. So definitely the confidence. And advice I would just give is just hoop as much as you can. Hoop as much as possible. That's it. Hoop as much as you can. Not working out, not drills around the orange cone. Hoop as much as you can against humans, even if it's regular dudes at the park, because at the end of the day, it's going to build reaction. Mm-hmm. You're playing against human. I always tell people that. People always, can you do drills for videos? Can you do tutorials? That's something I never did. I never went to the gym to put up orange cones and work. That's just me personally, because I feel those orange cones aren't helping me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be doing it on, even if it is somebody who don't play defense at the park, it's still a human. You know what I'm saying? So if I do it behind the back, that human's still gonna react to that. So now that's how I get better by reacting to him reacting to my moves. You can't react to an orange cone if it's standing still. So I just say it's hoop as much as you can, hoop as much as possible. Me, I used to get out of school 2:30, 3 p.m. I'm at the court till 10:30 at night. Honestly,
Because
so,
ball is life. It's like not just the saying, like, yo, when it's really your life, it's really your life. And you can tell that in certain players on the court. Like, you can tell who's passionate and who loves this shit for real. Like, if like, it's the same thing you're saying. You can put somebody in a gym with the cones and they can be an all-star and look like the best fundamental play you've ever seen. But when they go out there and play real competition, they're getting ripped. They're not finishing their shots because they haven't had those repetitions on real defenders.
On the court.
Exactly.
I love that you say that because I didn't say that. But like I said, that's the part of repetition, even as when you go to the gym. If you're going to practice crossover 10 times and stop and pop at the mid-range, that's what you're going to do when you go face people because you repeatedly did that. That's what you did. So that's people like us that go to the court every day and play. You're going to always have new moves because there's going to be new people, new defenders. Somebody might be faster than the old defender. Somebody might be taller than the old defender. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might be slower. So they play defense different. Some people might sag off a little bit more because they know you're faster than them, which gives you opportunity to create your bag work. That's why you got to hoop. You got to hoop as much as you can.
Plain and simple, man. There's no cheating.
That's right.
That's my advice to get
Hey,
better. Hoop.
Look, check it out, man. We just got we got Mac, Mr. Excuse Me Thompson in the building. He in the whip, but he in the building.
Cody.
He made sure he jumped
What's
on.
the word? What up?
Man, we in here chilling, man. In here shooting the breeze. You know, you actually jumped in on a part that you could probably chime in on right quick, man. If you had any type of tips for people that are aspiring to be in the position that we are in as street ball players, basketball players, what type of advice would you have for them?
Period. Just go out there, have fun. Do what you do what you're comfortable with, and then literally enjoy it because you don't know how long you're going to have on this earth. And the time that you have on earth, the time that you have in a game, some games are 44 minutes, some games are 20. It don't matter. The time that you have, make sure you do the best that you can in that moment. Have fun, enjoy it, create, and just literally what got me here. I wasn't the most extravagant best player on the court, but for some odd reason, the joy I have when I'm playing is what's contagious. The flavor that I have is what sticks to people. I've played in many different levels, from playing around with like my staff and my job, playing with overseas players, but the joy I have never changed. So just keep your pride, keep all that to the side, and just enjoy yourself, enjoy your game.
So, all right, fellas, we about to go ahead and get ready to get up out of here, man. Why don't y'all go ahead and let people know where they can find you and a little bit about, what you want them to know.
Yeah, man, you guys can find me on all socials, Ethan Austin. It was a pleasure being here. Zobe, Mac, Black Jesus, I appreciate you guys. You guys are really my brothers. This was too quick, though. I do think that we might have to run this back in the future. I feel like there's a lot that we talked about, but there is much more that we didn't talk about. So, no, just to give all of you your flowers, like, you guys are all genuine guys. I've now had personal conversations and spent one-on-one time with all of you, all three of you. And, I take inspiration from players I see on TV, players I see in real life, people I see on the internet. All three of you have personally, given me inspiration to go out there and, I take little pieces from everybody. I love to, take a crossover from Randy, Black Jesus, Zobe. I remember you doing your kick over, the behind the back and then the kick over your head. Like, that is instilled in my mind. Matt, you doing your excuse me or your running man or your I get inspired from, my boys, random people, but all three of you, truly continue to inspire me. And, I'm truly a fan behind the screen watching my boys play, for real. So it's love.
Dope. Yes, sir. My name is Randy. Original name Randy. Black Jesus Bill. You can find me on all social medias: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Like E said, shout out to everybody in here. Zobe, shout out E, Mac, definitely for sure. And same thing he said. I get inspiration from all you guys, everybody, people I see on the internet, even people that's not in here. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he said NBA players, my two guys right there. Of course, they another reason why I do it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, like E said, it's so much that we could have covered up on that we didn't, but that's for another time. But I definitely want to give everybody their flowers for sure. E for sure that actually got me doing this recording, you know what I'm saying, and actually making content, because before this I was just hooping off, like I said, for free. Doing me, just doing what I love anyway, but now I get joy out of it because I get to see myself hoop. You know what I'm saying? I never had a support system growing up as a kid. I never got recorded, and it's my first time being recorded in my whole life. So shout out to E for that. Mac, I want to give Mac his flowers. Shout out to Mac for giving me game to the game. You know what I'm saying? Telling me to stay consistent, helping me with that for sure, because you know what I'm saying, there's certain days where I you know what I'm saying, I have my days. Everybody have their days, we're human. But I also think about what Max said, just about staying consistent. Consistent is key, you know what I'm saying? No matter who you are, whether you're good, bad, or trying to get better, you know what I'm saying? It's about consistency, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're bad, you're trying to become good. It's all about consistency. So shout out to Mac for installing that in my brain, consistency, you know what I'm saying? And Zobe definitely has flowers for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because he showed love, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the older people that actually came to me and was like, I love what you do with the game, you know what I'm saying? So it's as I always hear it from people in my age group and younger kids, you know what I'm saying? But to hear it from somebody older, you know what I'm saying, it's more appreciated because he's been here doing it before I done it. So if somebody can appreciate your game a lot and they've been doing it for damn near about the same time you've been on Earth, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing for real. You know what I'm saying? For real, it's a blessing. It's a blessing for real. So, and like I said, you know what I'm saying, y'all guys are still doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I look forward to when I do this. You know what I'm saying? Is to be still doing it. You know what I'm saying? At the same age you guys are doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Work. Well, I have to put this in there. Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your man Mac. Just in case you didn't know, you need to know. And you can find me on all socials at I am Mac_07. That is Threads now. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's all the same. Honestly, I just love the fact that I got my guys on here all talking. I met every single one of them organically and separately. And I can say that it's a joy to see the community that I'm a part of being brought together differently. I'm not gonna be here to toot my own horn and all of that, but I can just say that there's a system and a place and a community that I'm trying to build, and it's dope to see it coming alive this way. So I'll leave all that sentimental stuff to the side. I'm just happy that all my guys is rocking and we all playing ball and we had a chance to run, and now we're experiencing a different side of content creation that still helps us evolve more than on the court, but as well as off the court.
That's right, man. And then also, I want to say I appreciate every last one of you that are here right now, and then everybody that is actively viewing this right now. Because without you, we would probably still do this regardless. But because you're here, because you guys enjoy watching what we do, it gives us more energy and push more will to want to do the things that we do, to push the envelope, to go further. I mean, that's definitely something that keeps me motivated and moving. I mean, to be as old as I am and still rolling around on the ground, which is crazy, but I'm blessed to be able to do it, and I'm glad that I'm able to do it. So, thank you guys. Thank you, supporters, for everything you do. Thank you for tuning in to the Nomadic Movement podcast. And then, of course, there's only one last thing to say. I'm Zobeone Kenobi. Don't act like you don't know me. You know me, Zobe, yo. I'm out, yo.